Well, Happy New Year, 2011. It is exactly oh, geez, Louise, it's the 30th of January. I bet you guys are always waiting. What date do you think she thinks it is today? I almost said the 29th. It's the 30th of January. Tomorrow will be New Year's Eve, and they dropped the ball in New York City, and I won't be there. But my oldest son is, and he won't say anything about it. He runs the bakery. He's too darn busy catering in that. So, Happy New Year, kid. Well, Happy New Year, America. Then we're poorer than last year. Sales were down. Not in every city, but in some. Bread baskets are down in the shelters. Not enough room in the shelters. Not in this area. I know. They're sleeping underneath the bridges. In a small town. The homeless are old. And getting older. And getting younger. When people say, well, they're young, so they'll be able to survive. It depends on their system. My favorite is the man who sits on the corner with his cat. It's a little tuxedo cat. Sits on his shoulder, and it works pretty good. It sits on the edge of the highway of I-5, right into Mount Vernon, trying to get the attention of people, and they give him a buck or two. I think the cat eats better than he does, because he's this big around, and the cat is rather well fed. No, we will not let him eat the cat. The homeless, it's sad. Soup kitchens are low. The local churches. It's bad. Now on to those houses that I'm always bitching about. The ones that the banks have taken. The ones that people out there are saying, oh, it's their own fault, they lost them. Well, they lost their jobs, for one. They could afford the houses when they had their jobs. They weren't in over their heads. They didn't have a credit card debt. These people, honest to God, lost their jobs. And now those homes have sat there a very long time. Well, see, my idea, of course, is open up some of those homes to the homeless and let them sleep. Monitor those homes. Those homes are rotting. They can only auction off so many, and the rest of them they're writing off on taxes for the IRS. So they're making double the money on those homes. These banks, they are, and they still owe the U.S. government quite a bit of money from their bailout that they screwed up by giving big bonuses to their big wigs and failing to provide any help to anybody. And then there's another thing that you must remind people is banks don't have to help you, by the way. If they don't like your looks, they don't have to loan you money. They just don't have to. The only thing that they're not allowed to do is say that they're not allowed to discriminate you because of your race, your religion. They don't have to. You can walk in and they don't like the way you look, your outfit. They don't have to say that, but they can just say, no, I'm not going to loan you any money, but that's okay. Fill out these paperwork and we'll see what we can do, and then they can push you out the door. Or if you're about ready to lose your home, they just don't like the way you look. Push you out the door, but the next person has the exact same problem you do. They may help more because better attitude, they like the looks better. I don't know. I know that if I went to the bank looking like this, my chances are I would not get my loan. Of course, I don't need a loan. I'm secure, very secure in my home. I am thankful for that. I am thankful I have food. I have medical insurance. I am thankful. But there's a lot of people out there that don't. And you know what? It is getting worse. And of course, police now are getting rough because the 99% aren't budging their butts. And police now are using force. They were using force before. Now they're really using force. They're physically picking these people up and dragging them out. And some of the protesters are being antisocial and helping the antisocial behavior of the police department. And I'm being honest. You know, some of them are professional protesters out there. I know it because I know protesters. Some of them know how to protest. They've protested. That's their job. That's what they do. So they know when to sit, when to roll, when to cause trouble. But for the thousands out there that really, really, really are wholeheartedly in this because they really damn well mean to be in this, don't know how to play protest, and they really do get sprayed with mace, and they really do get hurt, and that pepper spray hurts. And the press loves it. So what are we going to do with all these empty homes? Well, it's election year for once. The president, hasn't thought of anything, and I'd say give the damn homes back. They don't have jobs. Let them work it off on the streets. They have prisoners picking, and they should be picking up the dirt on the street. So don't get me wrong on this. They should be picking up dirt off the streets. They need to do their time, especially people who are passed on support or DUIs or whatever. Okay, I agree. But now you have to balance. Guys in jail are people who are trying to pay their mortgage. We don't have debtor's prison, so let's have debtor's work. Gonna have to give the guys that owe their mortgage the jobs over the guys that are in prison. So you let the guys sit in prison and do their time, and they can wash dishes and do whatever they do in prison. Scrub the floors, scrub the walls. God knows those prisons are filthy enough. You can paint the walls. I've seen King County Jail, for instance. I'm speaking from Washington State. If some of you are wondering what's King County Jail, it's in Washington State. It's in Seattle, and that prison is damn filthy. Those prisoners can keep busy there, and our people can work off their mortgages here, just cleaning up the damn, throwaway garbage, picking up the parks, trimming trees. Give them jobs. All of this has gone insane. They would be told, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to take this job. Your home, your family, a job. Here you go. Restaurants need jobs. The restaurant would be told, you need an employee. Of course, employees, you can't do that to a private owner and say you have to hire somebody because they are private ownership. But if it's government job and if it has to do with a bank and a loan, if it's, federal money on the loan, I'd say, have them pick up in parks and that, but they would have their homes back. I don't care. Give them a 69-year loan, but give them their homes back. Get something back on those homes. Make sure they take care of them. This is just not right. It's just not right. People would work. There's no reason for these people to be out of work. Not a damn one. We have people screaming, I went to school for X amount of time and I'm making X amount of wages and I should be making $99,000 a year. Well, I agree. No one's disagreeing with you, but the reality is there's not anybody in there that had the $99,000 a year, and your ass just got out of school, and those $99,000 a year people in their 40s just lost that job, and some of those people just lost their job replaced by you people who are now going to be making $35,000 a year. And there's another reality. So settle your tush down. There's replacement going on, and it's painful. So we got the fresh ones coming out of college that don't have enough knowledge to take over the stuff that needs to be done, especially in engineering. So those $99,000 a year jobs suddenly become $35,000 a year jobs, but you've got a choice. And lose it all together in your state and get shipped off to India or China. And yeah, that's where they go. So we sit here, some of us, by we, don't have a pea in my pocket, and we ask ourselves, what are we doing? We got people here who need our jobs. Press. The newspaper now is all internet. You know, we need real paper back, okay? Make somebody pick up a book, would you? I miss the librarian. I really do. I think these homes need to be taken and families moved into them. Very low income. Because right now, we're losing our people. And Republicans are getting your wish. They have slashed so many programs on the Medicaid for the poor. People are dying. I thought I should tell you that. People are dying. Hallelujah. Yeah. People are dying. Babies are dying. They're homeless. So Republicans, I wouldn't worry about being re-upped at all. You're probably the most hated and not realize it. But you are hated. You have no idea. None. Squirrel bait. Seriously, squirrel